So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on second down. Again, it's Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
A handoff. It's Murray. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Carl Klug there to make the stop. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He's got time. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there. 8th
play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Carl Klug with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. From the right hash, this from 48. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led by a former national champion at Alabama. It's A.J. McCarron.
One thing I don't think you ever have to worry about when A.J. McCarron gets an opportunity is confidence and belief in self. He has it in full measure, and he utilizes it very well, carrying it out onto the field and leading his team.
First carry now. This is Hill. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They'll run again with Bernard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I always appreciate it.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. To the left side here for Eifert. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And that's complete to LaFell. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On the right side, caught by Green. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball.
Completed it. No yardage. Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Morgan able to drop him for a loss of 4. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call. Tremendous coverage there, just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is McCarron. And able to find Green. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. McCarron to throw on 2nd down. Finding time. And he's got some space here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Here's Bernard. pushing him away. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former Titan, Adam Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, clean throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again? Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, here's McCarron. And over the middle, it's LaFell. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carry for Bernard. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They come up in an offset eye. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Brandon LaFell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4. And they're going to speed things up here. Final play of the half here. Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queens.
Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water.
All right, third quarter. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They send Green to the left on his own. Now McCarron throwing on second. Deep drop. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and it's third down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now here's McCarron on third. And incomplete here on third down. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Titan football. The Bengals defense gearing up as they take the field. They'll come out in the pistol. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a second down run for Murray. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A first down throw for Mariota. Surveying the field. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
second down, Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Rashard Matthews, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Quarterback sat in that pocket, could have had a ham sandwich. He had all day to throw the ball, and because of that, it works out for the offense with a score.
Regular mustard or Dijon?
Dijon.
Okay, either way, you're exactly right. Had all the time he needed to find his man open downfield.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for two is snuffed out. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They send Green to the left on his own. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Detroit! Set! Green, 39! Green, 30!
They'll hand it off now. Hill. And some room to roam now. And the cutback. There goes Jeremy Hill. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jeremy Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to, as they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
first down. Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former Titan, Adam Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard, can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he's brought down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That one good for 10 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Mariota, incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Mariota now to throw on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Throwing again. Mariota on on 2nd and 10. And Walker has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So the second consecutive week here that he has been just a minor part of this offense. What's going on?
I think part of that is that defenses now view the tight end position as a major part of offenses. So they game plan for them. More double coverage. Sometimes they take a really good cover player and put him on the tight end as opposed to other positions. Because in the past, the tight end was really just guarded by safeties. And nowadays, it could be a safety, a corner, linebacker. Could be any one of those guys, and maybe more than one of those guys to try and take him out of the game. He's struggling for the second consecutive week.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's got time in the pocket. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. To the air again. Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing, Mariota. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Again, it's Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll throw again. Mariota. That's caught at the 2. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Mariota again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Mariota now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye.
All right, now, look at
They send Green to the left on his own.
Watch him now, Barney. Over. All right, now, Leopard.
McCarron going to throw it here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
All right, here we go. Philly, here we go. No. Leopard.
Eifert, the man in motion.
All right, now, look at 56.
Now a toss play to Bernard. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 81 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this. And
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. First down, Mariota. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Mariota now on second down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one. Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that. So for the Bengals, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.